Good morning. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. You are the sum total of your thoughts. What you think about most of the time is what appears as your reality. Bob Proctor was my mentor, and he talked about the laws of the universe, and he explained that we do not attract what we want. Wants are intellectual in nature. Wants are in your conscious mind. You attract what you're in harmony with, what you are. And you are the sum total of your thoughts that become fixed in your subconscious mind. So you have to get the want, what you desire, and plant it in your heart of hearts, in your subconscious. You've got to plant it deep in your subconscious mind. That's your emotional mind. You have to get emotionally involved in what you want and not look around at what you don't want and condemn it or complain, but get an idea of if you could choose anything. It doesn't matter how big it is, how much it costs, how long it will take. What do you desire most? When you plant the idea in your universal subconscious mind, that will then dictate the vibration that you're in. And you can only attract energy to you that's in harmonious vibration with you. Levels of vibration are called frequency. Our mind and our body are on frequencies. Just like your radio, it can only receive from the frequency it is operating on. If you are disturbed, if you're letting things bother you, if you're letting finances bother you, as sure as it's going to get dark outside, you're going to attract more problems. You only attract what you're in harmony with. So how do you change that? You change it through awareness. Bob Proctor says it's like when you were a little kid in school and the teacher's trying to teach you a new mathematical equation when you've just learned how to multiply. And then they throw fractions at you. You not only multiply the number, they put a line under the number and a number under the line, and then they put their stacked numbers next to each other and tell you to multiply them. Of course, you don't know what you're doing. The teacher shows you, but you didn't get it, so the teacher comes over and she does the equation. You still don't get it because you're so nervous. She asks if you're paying attention, and then she asks you to do it. And you say, I don't know how. The teacher says, I just showed you. You repeat, I don't know how. And the teacher says, well, pay attention. Watch, I'm showing you. You see, you weren't really listening. You hear with your ears, but you listen with your emotions. Frequently, someone will be talking to you and you'll hear them, but if they ask you what they said, you couldn't repeat it. You must let yourself become emotionally involved with what the person is saying. So now you listen as the teacher explains it again, and then you can finally say, oh, now I see. And away you go. Awareness kicks in. You understand. You must develop the awareness. And awareness must have a foundation. Understanding is your foundation. That is precisely why King Solomon centuries ago said, with all thy getting, get understanding. So let's think. The results you're getting are an expression of your level of awareness. Your levels of awareness are blocked by paradigms, by the habitual way that you think, the habitual way that you act, the habitual way that you spend your day feeling automatically. It's old conditioning that blocks the awareness. In order to change your awareness, you've got to change your conditioning. Imagine if your awareness expanded just a little bit, deciding that there is something you're meant to do, that you want to do, that you really want to have. If you just expanded your awareness that it's possible, you could multiply your results. It's important that you understand to expand your level of conscious awareness. You eliminate the darkness when you turn on the light. Let there be light. Let there be a higher level of conscious awareness. Like Maya Angelou said, do the best you can until you know better. And then when you know better, do better. People don't want to struggle. They're struggling because they're not aware of how to eliminate the struggle. How do you expand your level of awareness? You do it through effective education combined with professional coaching over a reasonable period of time. You alter the conditioning and expand your level of awareness. It's simply putting a bigger idea in the place of a smaller idea. Each time you do that, you become aware of how it's done. Most people just keep doing the same thing over and over. They're afraid. They're afraid of waking up. They're comfortable. You've got to expand your level of conscious awareness. You don't attract what you say you want. You attract what you're in harmony with. If you had confidence that what you want is already here, you just have to get into harmony with it, into alignment, into the feeling, into the state of being, and match your state of being with what you truly desire. It would just develop in your life. It would appear. You would become consciously aware of how to do what you need to do in order to receive the good that you desire. Everything we are seeking is seeking us. When I first read that, I didn't understand it. Everything we are seeking is seeking us. Awareness is the name of the game, so we've got to become aware of certain things about ourselves. You are a divine spiritual energy living in your physical body. Everything is energy. Everything vibrates. There's an energy in the room that you're in. There's an energy to the thoughts that you're thinking. There is an energetic vibration to what it is that you desire. And when you can get into that same vibrational frequency, you become a match. Like energy attracts like energy. Semyon Kurlian, a Russian photographer, perfected a form of photography years ago. When you photograph a, a mass, it doesn't matter what the mass is, you can photograph the energy emanating from it, coming from it. So as you change the images in your mind, the density and the color of the images will change. Now, if you lift your spirit, if you lift your vibrational energy, if you become aware that you can feel better, you can think more clearly, you can get into a state of well-being, that energy expresses itself. You can feel another person's energy. If they're in a really bad mood, you can feel it before they even open their mouth. You can walk into a room and feel what's going on in that room. If people are happy, if they're angry. You can walk into a place feeling pretty good and wonder, why am I not feeling great? You're picking up the energy of the people around you. Now, Carl Menninger from the Menninger Foundation in Topeka, Kansas said, environment is more important than heredity. You have to be very careful about the people you spend time with. If there are people that give you a bad feeling, just don't spend any time with them. Or if they're relatives or people that you must spend time with, maybe you see them less often, you spend less time in their energy. How do you want to be living? How do you want to be feeling? What kind of energy do you want to be giving off? What kind of energy do you want to attract to you? What do you want to bring into your reality? In order to move into a new dimension of productivity, a new energetic vibration, you must first totally relax. Your subconscious mind has been programmed to automatically do things a certain way, automatically get into alignment with certain thoughts and feelings and actions. If you want to change the results in your life, if you want to change an outcome, you have to program your subconscious mind. And I'm going to give you a strategy to accomplish this that is extremely effective. Your conscious mind, what you're aware of going on outside of you, how you interpret your outside world, how you think, what you take in from your outside world, what you see, smell, taste, touch, hear, that's all part of your conscious awareness. In order for you to bring in a beautiful picture of what you truly desire and have it become your reality, you must decide what it is that you really want. You might have no idea how it's going to happen, and that's important because if you knew how it would happen, you would already be there. You'd already be doing it. We're going to reprogram the subconscious because the subconscious mind is your emotional mind. It is totally deductive. meaning it has no ability to reject. It will accept whatever you impress upon it as reality, regardless of whether you imagine it or it's already real. All true professionals employ this imaging process, whether they're in sports, in business, or in life in general. I want you to totally relax, sit still, turn off any distractions. Of course, if you're driving, you'll have to do this later, but I want you to close your eyes and visualize a funnel of lavender energy flowing into the crown of your head, circulating through your head and down into every area of your entire body. See this energy freely flowing to and through you, circulating into every molecule of your being. Let your body become very light. Mentally envision yourself already in possession of the results that you desire. The results are as real in your mind as the clothes that you're wearing. You're happy, you're healthy, you're vibrantly alive. The money that you need to do what you want to do is available, and you're doing what it is you want to be doing. Work, play, love, travel, whatever it is. Really see the picture. Your heart's desire is here now. It should be so wonderful, so beautiful, so magnificent. The reason you want it is so important to you. How you feel now that it's here, it could just make you cry tears of joy. I want you to really feel that you're there. Every cell of your being is vibrating in harmony with that beautiful picture. You're so emotionally involved. It's so clear in your mind. This beautiful picture is yours. And I want you to take some time to tell me about it. Take a piece of paper and a pen and write a description of what you just saw. You're emotionally involved with that beautiful picture. You already have your deep desire, the loving relationship, the business flowing, the time and money freedom to do what you want, to travel, to provide for your loved ones, to change your world. You've changed it. What does it look like? And And how do you feel now that it's done? You know it's yours. Write down a description of yourself already in possession of the good you desire. How do you feel? Write it now as if it's here. Write it so clearly that if a stranger were to read it, they would get an image in their mind of the image that you're holding in your mind, in your heart. Let it flow out onto the paper. Really feel it. Take a deep breath in. How do you feel? If you've changed the energetic vibration that you're in, you have become magnetically attracting everything that you need in order to fulfill that picture. All the ideas, all the money, all the resources, the circumstances, everything that is necessary for you to attain your dream will be attracted to you when you have faith, when you get yourself into the energetic vibration of already having your wish fulfilled, allowing that energy to flow to and through you, and then get on with your day. Don't worry about how, don't worry about when it's going to come. Just get into that feeling more often as if it's already done. Thomas Troward said, if we clearly recognize that the creative power in ourselves is unlimited, then there is no reason for limiting the extent to which we may enjoy what we can create by means of it. Where we are drawing from the infinite, we need never be afraid of taking more than our share. That is not where the danger lies. The danger is in not sufficiently realizing our own riches and in looking upon the externalized products of our creative power as being the true riches instead of the creative power of spirit itself. If we avoid this error, there is no need to limit ourselves in taking what we will from the infinite storehouse. All things are yours, and the way to avoid this error is by really realizing that the true wealth is in identifying ourselves with the spirit of opulence. We must be opulent in our thought. Do not think money as such, for it is only one means of opulence, but think opulence, that is, largely, generously, liberally, and you will find that the means of realizing this thought will flow to you from all quarters, whether as money or as 100 other things not to be reckoned in cash. We must not make ourselves dependent on any particular form of wealth or insist on it coming to us through some particular channel. That is at once to impose a limitation and to shut out other forms of wealth and to close other channels. But we must enter into the spirit of it. Now, the spirit is life, and throughout the universe, life ultimately consists in circulation, whether within the physical body of the individual or on the scale of the entire solar system. And circulation means a continual flowing around. The spirit of opulence is no exception to this universal flow of all life. When once this principle becomes clear to us, we shall see that our attention should be directed rather to the giving than the receiving. We must not look upon ourselves as misers' chests to be kept locked for our own benefit, but as centers of distribution. And the better we fulfill our function as such centers, the greater will be the corresponding inflow. What you desire, what you are seeking, is seeking you. As you increase your conscious awareness of what you desire and fill yourself with the energetic vibration of already being that, you cannot attract what you want. You attract what you are. If you want loving relationships, you must begin with yourself. You must send out loving vibrational energy. Tap into the infinite, the spirit. Faith and fear both demand that you believe in something you cannot see. Believe in love, in light, in faith, in well-being. Believe that you are rich in relationships, in health. And as you send out that energy, you attract everything that you need to live in harmony with whatever it is you desire: love, health, wealth in every area. Reprogramming your subconscious mind takes focusing on what you do want, what you would love, and being that, being an energetic vibration. Send out good energy, do good, look for ways to help others, and you will be rewarded. Everything that you want: health, happiness, love, wealth. Get into that feeling that it's already done. You're creating through your energetic vibration. Everything in your results is a result of the way you've been thinking and feeling and acting. Create a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. Enjoy your day. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7. Thank you.